Hello, Pete Miller here.
Josh Freeman.
Youth Correspondent Media Outreach Representatives from Marijuana Makes You Violent. We're here at the Northtown Mall to help educate and spread the word about marijuana makes you violent and see if people know the truth.
Hi, excuse me, sir. Are you for or against legalization of 420 hemps? They can turn their backs on the truth, but it's not going to change the reality.
We're here at Spencer's, a well-known toke-supporting marijuana store. We're going to go in and ask them what they know and what they think about marijuana legalization. Let's go. Excuse me, sir. Are you for or against the legalization of marijuana, or known in the streets, hemp?
Neither.
No?
Would you be willing to tell us what your thoughts are on the legalization of marijuana? Are you for or against it?
Yeah, no, they should not do it.
Way against it.
Yeah. High five on that.
Excuse me. Are you for or against the legalization of marijuana, also known as hemp? Nope.
I know someone who was on meth, and he gave a child a fractured skull, broke 10 of her ribs, broke both of her legs and her arms.
Is it possible that this was a strain of marijuana he was using?
I don't know if meth is a strain of marijuana.
Yeah, it sounds to me like it's actually a strain of marijuana that you're speaking of at this moment. It was crystal hemp?
Crystal meth.
Made from hemp and THCs, right?
Made from methamphetamines.
Oh, it's a derivative of cannabis, yeah.
It's a derivative of Windex and toilet bowl cleaner.
Oh yeah, I know. Some noxious stuff, I tell you what.
Excuse me, guys. We were wondering, are you for or against the legalization of marijuana?
For.
Now, why is that?
Because it wouldn't hurt anybody.
Well, did you actually know that it causes 100% of all violence and death in this world?
Didn't know that.
Well, if you look on the site Marijuana Makes You Violent on Facebook, you can learn the truth about it.
All right.
So please go do that, and I hope you get free of marijuana and hemps. Thanks. Have a good day.
Hi, are you for or against the legalization of marijuana, also known as hemp?
I don't want to go there, thank you.
Okay. Some generations can't be helped. There's a lot of strains of marijuana out there, and that's probably just another one that is probably...
Did you know marijuana is a plant?
It is a plant. It's not a natural plant, though.
Yes, you're right. It's fertilized, definitely.
Yeah, it's
But
not
did
natural
you know,
whatsoever. Yeah.
Did you know meth is completely homemade?
Yeah, well, they make it in their hemp labs. They extract the THC and then they crystallize it.
That's nowhere near true.
Well, I would recommend you check out our website, mmyvofficial.org, and we have a lot of science-backed studies that will kind of shed light on a lot of this stuff. Because maybe what you're referring to is materials that addicts use derived from marijuana to make a stronger, more potent toxin.
I guess they could put THC in the meth, but it's not common.
They do, they put the THC in the meth, definitely. Well, I'd like to thank you for your time. Thank you for exposing marijuana as a very violent substance. And stay weed free.
Excuse me, sir. Are you for or against the legalization of cannabis, aka hemp?
No comment.
No comment? Okay.
Hi, would you be willing to tell me if you're for or against the legalization of marijuana, also known as hemp, also known as cannabis? What's your thoughts on that?
I honestly don't. I'm sorry. I have no idea.
You're for or against the legalization of an illicit narcotic substance?
I'm going to say I'd go against.
Against?
Yes.
That's good to know. Did you know it causes 100% of all violence and destruction around the world?
I figured it had something to do with that.
Oh, wow. That's very good. Well, the youth of today, there is hope for them yet. I appreciate you taking the time to talk with us, and good luck in all your endeavors.
All right, you too.
Would you be willing to tell me if you're for or against the legalization of marijuana, also known as cannabis, also known as hemp?
For.
Why was that?
I don't know. I don't see how it hurts anybody, and
Oh,
it's
you
not
don't-
that. I don't feel as though it's bodily addicting, and research has shown that it's nothing more than mental.
Well, would you actually be surprised to know that research has shown that it causes all 100% of violence throughout history?
I'd be very interested to know that.
Well, the matter of the fact is that's the truth. Most of what you see out there put in the media is lies about marijuana being safe and harmless. We're with an organization called Marijuana Makes You Violent, and we're spreading the message that all destruction, hate, violence, carnage, rage stems from marijuana. So would you, after hearing that, you'd be willing to say you don't want the legalization, correct?
I find it hard to believe that all violence ever came from marijuana.
Well, it's quite true, because the substance itself is what elicits a violent response in the individual. Otherwise, humans would be peaceful creatures.
I've never used marijuana once, and I find myself a quite violent creature.
Well, the matter of the fact is you could have been infected from time to time. Secondhand smoke, it could have been slipped into your food. What do you think about that, being possibly tainted by marijuana?
They'd have to slip a lot of food for me to constantly be angry and violent.
Well, what I'd say is I'd say have a talk with your parents, ask them about what your food sources are, and take a look at abstaining from marijuana from now on.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much for taking the time. I'm glad you're going to take the pledge to be weed-free from now on.
Excuse me, fellas, are you for or against the legalization of marijuana?
Yeah, legalized weed. I smoke that shit.
Now, why is that? Because you know it causes all violence, right?
Yeah, but I like smoking. I like getting high.
Well, here you can see the denial of the truth, and they're just walking away, supporting violence. That's the way it is.
Hi, excuse me. Are you for or against the legalization of 420 hemp? Ignorance at its finest.
Excuse me, sir. We are wondering if you are for or against the legalization of cannabis, also known on the streets as hemp.
I don't want to say it too loud, but I'm against it.
Well, that's good. Did you know that actually causes 100% of violence and death in this world?
I haven't heard that, but what do you?
Well, according to the scientific, apolitical, and secular group, the marijuana makes you violent. That's actually the truth.
But, and there's, tested facts.
Yes, it's tested, it's true, and it's factual. It causes all violence, all death, all disease, all famine, all war, and all poverty. It is the worst drug in this world, and we are glad that you're against it.
I've always been against it, but it's kind of not a popular thing to say in the mall even.
Yeah, especially in this world. It's overrun by tokesters who will harm you if you try to say you're against it. But we appreciate your support, and we appreciate that you're accepting of the truth.
Well, thank you.
Yep. And we hope you have a great day, sir.
All right, y'all, we did it. We got out there. We got a few people listening to us, and they agreed marijuana should be illegal. It is the majority opinion. A few people ignored us, but that's to be expected. Can't change everyone's minds overnight. We sure can try. Thank you all for supporting us. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned to MMYV for more great clips, more great vids. We love you all. Josh Freeman
and Pete Miller signing off.